the result accompanying a man's ministry should not become the strength or the foundation that authenticate his doctrines as genuine or true. I have seen error flowing along with real unction. Let me say that again. I have seen error flowing around or flowing together with real unction. One of our brother, many years ago, Jonathan Edwards, preached a message. He's from Massachusetts. And they even produced a book from the message. And the message was, sinners in the hands of an angry God. And I kind of look at it. I read the book. After reading the book, in fact, what the man was saying in that book is enough to be scary. Is it one of the theology that people have to be liberated from is the theology of fear, where we fear and fear and fear and in fact, there are so many things that you're supposed to be able to challenge it, but fear won't let us challenge it. And then I'm thinking to myself, while he was preaching the message, there were a lot of things that happened. It is recorded that men rose up from the chair and held the pillars of the church and began to ask God for mercy. And 100, or let me say 98% of the people asking God for mercy, if you ask them, what did you do? They can't articulate what they've done wrong. I took the book and I gave it to a lady who was a deaconess in the church. And when she saw the title of the book, Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God, she said, I won't read it. I said, why won't you read it? She said, it's supposed to be sinners in the hands of a loving God. So our minds have been captured with so many concepts that are very dangerous to our humanity. Our minds have been captured with so many concepts of people who were actually growing. Even when they've outgrown the concept that they brought to us as their revelation, we're still stuck there. Remember that even the Apostle Paul said, when I was a child, I do the things of a child. At a point, scholars have debated that he was the one who wrote the book of Hebrews. At a point, he came and said, by now you should have outgrown these things, but you are still waiting that we should teach you the elementary aspect of our salvation story. And so bad theology came to mess up the church, and it is still messing up the church. But unfortunately, we've been stuck with what God said rather than what God is saying. Revelation is progressive, and truth is a journey. I've said it again and again that truth is a journey. That God always wants to speak to every generation. There is something God is saying to every generation, but some of us have been stuck.